We think these two books are so important that we're giving them to anyone who wants to read them. Normally, book publishers do not like to give books away because, as one of my colleagues often said, free is not a business model. But we feel so strongly about what these books can do for all of us as individuals and as citizens that we want to make them freely available to all Americans for 1 month as ebooks and audiobooks. For information on how to get them, see the links below this video. Both of these books are about how we communicate with each other, how we get past our disagreements and have better, more productive, and more satisfying conversations. According to the latest polling, a majority of Americans recognize that we are divided and that the divisions seem to be growing wider and more acrimonious. These books both offer insights into mediation, understanding, and maybe even reconciliation. The first book is High Conflict: Why We Get Trapped and How We Get Out by Amanda Ripley. The New York Times Book Review called it insightful and enthralling, with a scrupulous eye for scientific evidence that is rare in a book this entertaining. Ripley also explains how it is possible for hardened combatants to leave behind the conflicts that once defined the core of their identity. Since we published High Conflict, the book has been adopted by numerous groups and organizations seeking to solve conflicts. A library in Vermont used it to debate school choice. A divorce mediator uses it with his clients. A theater company used it to diffuse tension between a director and the board. A former Navy captain gives it to retiring SEALs as they transition to civilian life. A grandmother in Sausalito began leaving copies on a public bus for strangers to pick up and read. Amanda Ripley has even been asked to speak to members of Congress, and a prominent official within the Capitol building has been handing it out to representatives, though it's clear that a lot more of them still need to read it. The second book is Let's Talk About Hard Things: The Life-Changing Conversations That Connect Us by Anna Sale. Therapist and best-selling author Lori Gottlieb said, "In Let's Talk About Hard Things, Anna Sale brings us fascinating conversations that feel both intensely personal and widely universal, then shows us how to start having them in our own lives. You will laugh, cry, nod in recognition, and by the end feel that no topic is off limits when it comes to creating meaningful connection. I want to give a copy of this book to every family member, friend, and therapy patient I see." Now, I feel strongly about sharing these books with you because they both helped me personally as I was navigating conflict within Simon & Schuster. From Let's Talk About Hard Things, I learned that if you're not agreeing with someone, you're probably not understanding their context, and you have to actively and respectfully seek to understand that individual's personal history and context, why they feel and think the way they do. From High Conflict, I learned how to go to the balcony, to view the conflict you're having with detachment, as if you were watching it from the balcony of a theater and you were seeing yourself as a participant on the stage, interacting with others. High Conflict shows how openness and curiosity are often the best ways of transcending conflict, and how there's no escaping conflict in our lives, no matter how much we might want to, that conflict is necessary to help us grow. I hope you'll read these books, and I hope you'll tell others to read them as well. I'm certain that they'll enrich your approach to difficult conversations. Perhaps if we all get a little bit better at having those difficult conversations, we'll begin to find more common ground. And that is the word according to Carp.